What's going on, everybody? Harry here, and yes, here we are talking about the Sacramento Kings once again. Our favorite team, the Sacramento Kings. So what's going to happen with Malik Monk? That's one thing that's been on our mind pretty much since the maybe midpoint of this year, when the rumor started circling and the reality started settling in of, are we going to get to actually keep this guy? Of course we're going to get to keep him. But when I say reality started setting in, we start thinking, well, are we though? I think we thought it was a foregone conclusion that we were. Now I'm kind of thinking it's a foregone conclusion that we aren't. And I say that because even Malik said it in his exit interview that he knows teams are going to offer him more money. Even Fox, I think, is prepping us by saying you got to get that bag while you can. And they all supported him. The only one that was saying, "Oh, we got to keep him at all costs," was Sabonis. Everybody else says, "Yeah, we'd love to have him, but if he leaves, we get it. It's a business." So it seems like the team not only prepped themselves, but prepped us fans for, hey, he's going to get more money elsewhere, and he might not get that offer again if he gets another crazy injury. And I think because he got injured, he's going to get the most money. Yeah, I think you got to understand, Malik Monk, for a majority of his career, was a backup, was almost out of the league for a quick second. With the Hornets who drafted him, and then he had a little resurgence with the Lakers, and then balled out completely with the Kings, and should have won the Sixth Man of the Year award, but he really found his niche with the Kings. So he might not get this opportunity again. You only, lightning doesn't strike twice most of the time. So, and he had a significant injury to end the season, which probably cost us a playoff entry. But again, it's a business. And he might not replicate that same success next season if he gets injured again or whatever the case may be. So the smart money says for him to just take the most money possible, which I think Orlando is going to be our biggest. It's going to be our biggest competition, because the way the structure works, the CBA and the NBA, is we can only offer him, the Sacramento Kings can only offer him $17.5 million per season, because we only have his early bird rights. So I think if we would have had him for a 3-year deal, we could have had his full bird rights. Could have offered him more money, but the way it's set up, I believe we could only offer him $17.5 per year, which is something like I think 76, 78 mil, a little under 80 million in a 4 contract setting. Whereas Orlando can offer him in the mid 20s, 25, 24, 23 even. And he'd fit in great. They need shooting. They made the playoffs, but they need shooting. Him and Banchero and that giant lineup that'd be pretty good, I think, for him, because one of the big things that held the Kings back was we're small. Orlando, they're very big. They have a giant front court. They have giant role players. I mean, they can with Malik, who can distribute and shoot. That'd be a perfect fitting, and they can give him the most money. The other team that can give him a lot of money too is the Spurs, which I'm not too worried about, because I think they're going to be good, because Wemby, he looked pretty good this year. Led the league in blocks as a rookie. He's only going to get better, and you're going to get some people wanting to go there, but Pop doesn't necessarily, let you be free-willed, as Malik is a free spirit type guy. And who knows, maybe they might not make a big step next year. Obviously, they weren't competitive this year, but you see the potential there. And then Popovich isn't going to let you be free-spirited, just kind of crazy Malik that we all love. And he found that niche, like I said, with the Sacramento Kings. So, I don't know. I don't feel like San Antonio, even though they could offer more money, is a threat. I think the biggest threat is the Magic. And I wouldn't be certain. And not only that, but they're a no income tax state, just like the Spurs too, where obviously California is. So I mean, the way I would try to keep him. Obviously, he mentioned he can get more money elsewhere, but he loves it here. He loves the golf courses here too, which is a big golf fee. And obviously, one of his best friends, Malik Monk, is here. He's made relationships with the community, with the fan base. He got his real shot here. To made most money to date here, but now he's gonna get even bigger bag. The fans love him. We're huge Malik Monk fans, but I think you have to play a little dirty. And what I mean by that is, you can't tell me there's not tampering or extracurricular stuff going on in the NBA or NFL or any other major sports league. So yeah, we can offer him 17 and a half, but I'm saying break the bank a little bit. Maybe give him a signing bonus. Maybe give him a roster bonus. Give him a whatever bonus you want to call it to give him more money, because honestly, this team is going to fall apart tremendously without Malik Monk. That's just my honest opinion. He's the heart and soul of the team. You saw it during the last few games. He's literally the heart and soul. He's your rah-rah, get-in-your-face type guy, which we don't have. Our two best players, Sabonis and Fox, aren't those guys. They're not going to get in your face. They're not going to make you run through a brick wall. And I love those guys, but Malik is that guy. This team lacks leadership tremendously. So just, you have to keep him. If you got to play dirty by giving him some roster bonuses, do what you got to do. And he wants to start. He'll start with the Magic. He'll start with San Antonio. This is the one thing I don't understand about a lot of Kings fans. Like, oh yeah, he's better off the bench. Says who though? Says Mike Brown? Is Mike Brown? Again, I'm not hating on Mike Brown, but he's been out coached plenty of times. Specifically the Spolster game against the Heat when they were missing so many guys. And like I said, I'm a big Mike Brown fan. He won Coach of the Year for a reason. Could have been because the Kings sucked for 16 years and then finally made the playoffs. But you can't just say, oh, that he's better off the bench when he is one of our best players. Let him start. Who gives an F? And if he's going to start for other good teams, why couldn't he start for us? Because Brown says he's better utilized off the bench? No, we just need better players. Obviously, we need a roster upgrade. But losing Malik Monk that's the last thing we need. Let him start. Get Keon off the bench. Bring in another long, lanky shooting guard. We need wings tremendously. But Malik starting isn't going to hinder us. We give him the starting job. Give him some roster bonuses, like I said, and pay the man. Make sure he stays here. Do what you got to do. But I am preparing for the worst, hoping for the best. If I had to guess, I think he's going to sign a 4-year, $90-something plus $1 million deal with the Magic. Best case scenario, sign that 4-year, $70+ million deal with the Kings, and we offer him some roster bonus incentives. We shall see. Hopefully we keep him. This is a